Welcome back, everyone, to another series of Mike on the Move. I am Mike, and you're watching my Australia series. For those of you joining me for the first time, welcome. This is Mike on the Move Australia series, and throughout my series, I'll be sharing my 4-week adventure as I check out Australia, going from Melbourne all the way up to Cairns and stopping in all the landmark cities in between, including a 13-day cruise itinerary from NCL, going from Sydney to New Caledonia. All right, so I am now leaving Melbourne after spending 3 days and 3 nights around the New Year's Eve and New Year's Day timeline. I had a great time, but my next stop is Sydney. Now in Sydney, I am going to spend 2 days and 2 nights before I embark on my 13-day cruise. Within those 2 days, I was able to walk over 30 miles in order to ensure that I see and do as much as possible. So this video will highlight the top things to do while visiting Sydney. So if you are taking on a cruise from Sydney and like to spend time in Sydney before or after your cruise, this is an ideal video for you. And for those of you who are visiting Sydney for the first time and like to know the top things to do in Sydney, this is also an ideal video for you. And as always, I ask all of my viewers who are from these cities, let me know if I missed something. Please add that to a comment or feedback within my page. And also I ask of all of my viewers today, subscribe to Mike on the Move, and I can keep you posted on my future videos, which I have many more in the pipeline to come up very soon. Let's get this video started. All right, so now that you're in Sydney, my first recommendation is checking out Circular Quay. It's the harbor, and this is where you can embrace and indulge the entire Sydney experience. You'll check out the downtown skyline, the Opera House, the Harbour Bridge, and one of many cruise terminals, and this might be the cruise terminal you'll be taking if you're going on a cruise. After checking out the harbor, my next recommendation is make your way up to the Harbour Bridge, also known as the Coat Hanger. This will give you the best view in town, the best free view in town, once you get to the center of the bridge. Check out this view. Isn't this an awesome view? Look at that cruise departing. I think it's a Royal Caribbean. And check out the Opera House, the skyline. I mean, look at this view. It's a $1 million view. So now I will make my way over to the other side of the bridge to check out this park. We are now in Sydney, and I am currently under the iconic bridge overlooking the Sydney Opera House. And this brings me to my third recommendation, is the lookout. You can see the Opera House, the city, and the bridge all in one snapshot. So it's about 8 o'clock here in the summertime, January in Sydney, and the sunset's about to occur. Behind me, you see the Harbour Bridge and the iconic Opera House. We're waiting for the sunset to happen to see how beautiful the bridge and the entire city lights up. And I am starting day 2, checking out Hyde Park. after checking out the cathedral and the Museum of Art, I recommend making your way over to check out the Botanical Gardens in Sydney. Now this is the perfect way to really enjoy Sydney, strolling through the gardens, checking out all the native plants that Australia has to offer. You're not only indulge in nature, but you're also in the center of the city. So you're checking out the skyline, you're strolling through the park, and you're going to end up making your way over to the harbor to get a great glimpse and picture views of the Opera House and the bridge. After enjoying the gardens, stroll your way over to the Opera House. Now you do have to pay admission to get into the Opera House and take a tour, but you can do what I did and just enjoy walking around the Opera House and taking lots and lots of photos. So another harbor that I find very important to make time for is the Darling Harbour. The Darling Harbour has a lot of entertainment, just like the Circular Quay area. They actually have, as you can see here, a Ferris wheel, has a mall, tons of food, and lots of entertainment to check out in this harbor. So the next thing to do in Sydney is to go shopping. You can't go to Sydney without checking out all the great shopping malls. And in this case, also all the great entertainment throughout the city. Check this one out. You gotta make time for food. In this case, check out and try the sushi rolls that are throughout the city. And we're back in Sydney. We're now on the tallest building, or I guess tower in Sydney, called the Sydney Tower, where we're headed towards the 360 bar for the best views in town. Check it out. The Sydney Sky Tower is one of my top recommendations when in Sydney. And a tip for you is, if you come to the Sky Tower before dinner, you can actually get admission to the top for $20 only, which can be applied for the drinks that you purchase. Now, when you are enjoying your drink, just note that you can sit, relax, and enjoy the rotation of the restaurant to get that full 360 view of the Sydney skyline. Check out this clip. And make sure to end your stay by checking out the sunset at the harbor near the Sydney Opera House. There's music, there's food, and again, check out the live sunset here. It's a beautiful way to end your trip in Sydney. Next up, my 30-day cruise itinerary with NCL Cruise Line, checking out New Caledonia and the eastern part of Australia. And remember to subscribe to my page, Mike on the Move. I hope to see you all very soon.